Welcome, guys, to Miss Puff Creative Corner. This is Claudette. You let me know if you guys could hear me okay. All right, on today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how I created these gift tags. And these are Nautical gift tags. And these gift tags, I'll be featuring the Sailing Home stamp set with its coordinating dies, as well as the Tailored Made Tags. And these are new to our new catalog that came out in May. And these tags, what I love about these tags is that they have the stitch edgings all the way around. And they come in 9 pieces. You also have these dies right here that reinforces the holes. It not only reinforces the hole, but it gives your tag some dimension and it gives your tag a different look. So you could make those reinforcement a different color, as you could see here. Now, these tags were inspired by another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she has a German name. I left her name in the description down below because I am not going to try to pronounce that. So let's go ahead and get started. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And what we're going to start with is I use the largest of this die right here. And these have some nice clean lines. I like this particular one. And these are good for masculine tags. And you would, these reinforced pieces with this shape right here, this design, you could cut 3 at once. And the circular design, you could cut 4 at once. So I already ran just white paper through my die cutting machine with the tag, and you could make them, of course, in different colors, but we're going to start out using white. I believe it looked like the demonstrator that I got inspired with her tags. It looks like she used designer series paper, so you could use designer series paper. Don't forget, with your printed paper, your designer series paper, you could also stamp on those. So what I'm going to do is create my own stripes. And I am going to bring in our Stampin' Right marker. And this one is in Pool Party. And these are water-based color. So if you don't have like an ink pad to match, you could take these and rub those on your dies to stamp with too as well, if you didn't know that. So I'm going to bring in some line paper as well as a ruler. And we're just going to create some stripes. So the line is just going to help me keep my ruler straight. And like if it doesn't come out perfect, it's okay because all of these are handmade designs. So on our Stampin' Right marker, you have a fluffy end and like a pen end, a thinner end. So I'm going to use the fluffy end to draw our lines. So you could make these as far apart as you would like, or as close, as thin or as thick as you would like. If you're new to joining, please go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know where you're joining me from. And I'm just going to put about 6 lines up here to the top. think one more. Then I'm just going to leave a little space, and I'm going to start from the bottom and just do like 3 lines. I'm just going to leave a broader white space so I could do some stamping. Stamp my sentiment. Let me know if you guys are seeing me okay and hearing me okay. That will be greatly appreciated. Okay. And there we have our lines. And just remember, this could be done for any occasion. Christmas is coming up, guys, so you could think about doing your stripes in red or green. Hi, Wanda. Thanks for joining me. So next, what I'm going to do is I am going to get a sentiment that would fit along here. I'm going to take a sentiment and say you are the best. And this is from the Handsomely Suited stamp set. And this is a new set. And you could see it's so beautiful, great for guys, right? And I already have that out on the block. And I'm going to put that in real red. In a nice red. And you just want to make sure your stamp is right side up. I'm just gonna bring in a scrap piece of paper, make sure this is nice and straight. And I'm just gonna make sure this is right side up, make sure it's inked up okay. And see if I could get it a little straighter than that. Okay, it's a little wonky, but that's okay. So next, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna do some birds flying here to the top. I am gonna bring in Night of Navy. And these are the little, is it seagulls? You could see the seagulls right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp those up in Night of Navy. And then you want to make sure they're nice. You're getting some nice images there. And then I'm just going to stamp it here to the top. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is we have 2 different size boats, sailboats. And I'm going to use a smaller image with the sailboat. I'm going to bring in a piece of white cardstock, and I am going to go ahead and stamp that in black ink. And this is our Memento black ink. And with the Memento black ink, it's good to use this if you're using your alcohol marker. This is water-based marker, so you could use water-based inks too as well. So we have that nice image there. And we'll just go ahead and color that. So to color that, I am going to use the Stampin' Right marker in Pool Party and also in Real Red. Let me just cover my inks up before I make a mess. So I'm going to go ahead and color the sails in the navy blue. And because it's a smaller area, I'm going to use the pen tip. It helps me to stain the lines a little better. Everyone had a great 4th of July. Saw any fireworks? I didn't go outside. I stayed in. My husband and daughter went out to do fireworks, but I decided to stay inside. Then to the base of the boat, I'm going to put that in the real red. I really do prefer the fluffy end because the ink flows a little better, but it's easier to get outside the lines. See, and hopefully you could see that okay. So what we're going to do is take the die that goes with that. So this is the die sets here. And we're going to go ahead, you're going to put that down and run it through your die cutting machine, okay? And I already cut one out. So what we're going to do is add some dimensionals to the back of that. If you have the smaller, the bigger ones, the bigger dimensionals would fit too as well. Let's see if I find where I put my dimensionals. The bigger ones would match too as well. Yeah, they have different ink, water-based ink, alcohol-based. And our blending, because Warren said he didn't know they were water-based. And our blended markers, alcohol-based, and they really do some nice blending with those. So I use the larger dimensionals. So we're going to go ahead and take the backing off of that. And pop that up. And I love stripes. Let me know who else likes stripes. So this is a way of designing your stripes if you don't have any designer series paper with stripes. So next what I'm going to do is put a little red heart here. And I just grabbed this from a stamp set. And with Stampin' Up, if you have like stamps, you could put any image down here. You could leave it blank if you want, but I just use a solid heart. And I just took it out of I think it was a hot dog stamp set, and they have a lot of hearts in various stamp sets that you could choose from. So if you have a solid little image that you want to put there, use that. You could create it however you would like. Next, what we're going to do is add some ribbon. Some red ribbon, or you could use blue ribbons. Before I do that, I am going to use the reinforced dies. I already cut some real red out. It would look good with blue too as well. We have navy blue, and then we have this what is Misty Moonlight Blue. That's a beautiful blue. You could use that for these reinforced holes. That would look nice too. And you could use different ribbons, color ribbons. I'm going to use a red ribbon, but you could also use a blue ribbon. So let me get my glue. So I'm going to put one of those reinforced areas to the back and one in the front. Let me just put my silicone mat down. If you guys are not familiar with silicone mat, this is an awesome little tool right there. It helps protect your work surface area, and you could, if glue gets down on it, it rubs right off. So I am just going to go ahead and cover that hole, keep it to the edge, to the top. and try to make it as even as possible. The two holes kind of line up the holes. That looks a little crooked. And the good thing about the liquid glue is it gives you time to move your work around. And then we'll do the same thing to the other one in the back. If you guys are getting any creative value from this video so far, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and hit that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. Next, what we're going to do is add our ribbon. So I have some red ribbon. You can no longer get this ribbon in Stampin' Up. They have different reds. So whatever you have in your stash, you don't have to go out and get anything extra. Just use what you have in your stash. Let me just make these little edges a little cleaner. I need new scissors. So we're going to go ahead and run this through here and bring this up. So I'm just going to use some twine to tie that together. So I'm using this piece of twine. It was a thicker twine. And I just went ahead and split the twine down because I didn't want it as thick. Okay, and I just went ahead and split that down. And I got several pieces again. And that's another tip that you could use to save on your twines. And then we're just going to tie this together. I also want you guys to know that for this month, we have a special going, Stampin' Up, where you could get, if you like designer series paper, they have some gorgeous designer series paper in a new catalog that came out. And they're having 15% off a selected designer series paper. I think that started on July 1st and it's going to end on August 2nd. And then come August 3rd, we're going to have a new special. And that's where we're going to have our fall mini catalog as well as our celebration catalog. And that's a way to, with our celebration catalog, you could get free products. And that's the time to build on your supplies. So, but I'll tell you about that when the time comes, okay? I also have, so these are the tags right here that I created. I thought she just did an awesome job, and I just love red, white, and blue colors. You could also look, you could also print out your tags in red. This is the Misty Moonlight Blue I was telling you about. That is a gorgeous color. You could also have these different designs here that you could cut out. Now, what you call this, where you steer the boat with. You could cut those out. You have anchors you could cut out. Different things that you could cut out of that sailing home coordinating die sets. Also, I'm listing here to the bottom, you see my July host code P93N9D2J. If you shop in my store, online store, and spend $50 or more, you'll get a free gift from me in the mail using that July host code down below. Let me go ahead and pull up here a different screen. And to go ahead and shop on my online store, you could check out MsPuffCreativeCorner.com. That's where my blog is. And you could, it's buttons there that you could hit to say shop. And you just hit that button and you could see all the specials and the special on the designer series paper. Let's see if I could pull that up here on page. Okay, so that is not coming up there on the page. Let's see. I just wanted to show you some of the papers. All right, so just to know that it's 15% off of our designer series paper. I could not get that to pop up. So, but I am going to share with you that maybe the next live or the next video that I do, I'll share with you some of those pretty paper that is only a selected amount of pretty paper. They have some awesome papers that you could select from and get 15% off. Again, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for sharing your time with me. This is Claudette. I'll see you next time.